So for the past year, I've been exclusively using earbuds and IEMs for gaming. And these are my thoughts about why IEM for gaming is not as good as you think. So I've owned the KZZS10 Pro IEMs for over 6 months now. I've been using them on and off with the Logitech G333 gaming earbuds. And before that, I've been using the Audio-Technica ATH M50s for gaming, which is these are the over-the-air headphones, and this is earbuds, and these are IEMs. So as you've seen on the YouTube, there are a lot of videos for IEM for gamings, especially a couple of Optimum Tech's videos did really well talking about these budget headphones, which are like 50 bucks on Amazon for gaming. Don't get me wrong, they have great sound quality and sound isolation for music, but for gaming, they're actually not that good. So let's talk about some of the pros for the IEMs. So they have fantastic sound for music. If you're using these to listen to music, oh my god, they sound so good. Like Spotify, anything you listen to, Apple Music on the day. I mean, I've used these over the summer. I had to travel for work and I was taking the bus. I was using these on the bus and I couldn't hear any outside voice. It was just me and my music. I was swimming in my music. I couldn't hear any outside sound with these. So these are great for music, obviously. And they have good sound isolation. So with these, you can barely hear. They kind of have like a noise canceling effect because they fit so snug in your ears. And I think the drivers, they just make them have so nice sound isolation, so you can tune out the outside voice compared to like these kind of earbuds or even some over-the-ear headphones. So these have great noise canceling effects on them. But the noise canceling effect could be bad because while gaming, you cannot hear yourself talk. So let's say you're wearing these for gaming, right? And you're calming and stuff, you cannot hear your actual voice because it gets tuned out. So you tend to like speak louder or communicate louder with these on because you have trouble hearing yourself because of the noise canceling effect. So that could be a con when playing games. But for just music listening, these are great. And these have a very loud sound signature. So all of the footsteps and bullets you hear in game, they are very, very loud. Like sometimes the bullets can be so loud where they cover the footsteps, so you can't really hear that somebody's like walking up or running up behind you in Apex and Valorant because there's like some other utilities going on. So they don't have like a clear footstep and bullet sound isolation. So you can't really like determine if there was somebody running up behind you while somebody's shooting in front of you. It's kind of hard to tell because the bullet sounds are so loud. And the main thing I wanted to talk about for the IEM for gaming is they are not plug and play. So with these headphones, I have the G333s. I plug into my monitor on the side and I can play with them plug and play immediately on any computer, any PC, anywhere I go. I have traveled to LAN with these pairs of headphones and I used it at LAN with no problem. Plug in anywhere and they just have perfect sound no matter where you plug in. But the IEMs, however, you kind of need an audio interface to unlock their full potentials. So without an audio interface, if I just plug these directly into my monitor, because my PC is kind of far and the cables are not long enough, if I plug these directly into my monitor, these sounds are not as good as the G333s because they need an audio interface to really unlock their potentials. So that just brings up the base price of these for gaming a lot because you need to purchase audio interface, then you need to set up that. Like I think a good audio interface is probably like $100. So $100 audio interface plus 50 on these, so these are 150 compared to these which are like $40. The G333s are $40 on Amazon currently. So I mean, for gaming, I much prefer these, but we can keep talking about the KZZS10s. They are very comfortable. They're very light for IEMs, and they have these they hook over your ears, so they're very comfortable. You can wear them all day gaming. You won't even notice them. Sometimes you have them in, but the sound noise canceling effect does remind you that you have IEMs in while gaming. But you can wear these all day, no problem, while gaming. And now I want to talk about some of the cons for these. As I've mentioned, the loud sound can be a problem sometimes because you can't really identify footsteps when somebody's shooting, when something's going on, when utility's going on in game. These are kind of hard to tell if somebody's like sneaking up behind you and stuff. And they play a white and static noise when nothing is playing. So you just plug these into your computer and nothing is like, you're not playing anything, you're not listening to any music, there's no sound coming off. They have like a static or white noise, which is very, very annoying for me personally. So, and compared to these, don't play any sound. So when you're muted, you don't have any sound coming out of these. But these, you kind of have like a white static noise coming out of them when nothing is playing, which is pretty annoying. And as I said, you also need audio interface for these to unlock their true potential, which is just something that I'm not willing to spend extra, you know. And yeah, so that's why I don't think IEMs are for gaming. For music, yes, they're perfect. If I want to listen to music, watch TV shows, watch movies, these are the way to go. I always grab these when I'm like on the go. Let's say I'm taking a bus, a train, even I think you can even take these on planes. They'll be good because they have nice noise cancellation. But for gaming, I much prefer my G333s, because now let's talk about these, because they're lightweight and all-day comfort just like these, but they don't have the hook mechanism. So sometimes they might fall off your ear a little bit easier, but if you change the tips, you can get really nice, comfortable tip that fits snugs in your ear, so you won't worry about that. And these have very clear audio isolation. You can hear the footsteps very clearly, the bullet sound very clearly. They're not overwhelming like the IEMs are. They're crispy clear, but they are a little quiet compared to these because these are super loud. But I actually prefer the quieter sound because I'm more aware of what's going on in my surroundings. Like, I'm not tuned off. When I talk to my teammates, when I calm, I can actually hear myself calm. So I'm not like super loud or anything compared to these when I'm like screaming because I can't hear myself. And these have very nice sound isolation, audio isolation. So if there's somebody shooting in front of me and there is somebody like running up behind me, I can clearly tell there's somebody behind me with the footstep. So the footstep and bullet sound isolation is very, very isolated and very noticeable compared to these, where the bullet sound can sometimes mask the people running up behind you. So because of the loud sound signature of these. And these, you don't need an audio interface. You can plug them anywhere on your phone, on your monitor, on your PC. Even if you want to use an audio interface for these, they're perfectly fine. You can plug and play. You have the same sound anywhere you plug it in and anywhere you go. So very consistent sound signature compared to these. Let's say I want to go to LAN with these. They don't have audio. Let's say they don't have audio interface at LAN. And so I will have very different sound in LAN than what I have at home if I have like different setups. So not very consistent for gamers. I much prefer the G333s, as I said. Very consistent sound. And yeah, that's about it. And this is 40 bucks. This is 50 bucks. $10 difference. But these need an audio interface. These don't. You can just use them anywhere. So I think these are perfect. And I know a lot of pros even, or streamers, that use earbuds over the headphones. I know these suck because they stay on your head for too long. They have clamping force and you get a dent on your head like Tyler 1. So I much prefer earbuds over these. Like, if I have to pick between earbuds or headphones, I pick earbuds all day, even IEMs. Like, I would pick IEMs over the head earphones because they're just heavy and uncomfortable. You can't wear them all day without having like a headphone hair. I don't know. So these are out of the equation. Between these two, I much prefer the headphones compared to the IEMs. But if you have like a nice audio setup, audio interface, if you already have that, then go ahead, pick up the IEMs. But for me, I don't have that luxury of audio interface, so I just use the G333, and they're perfect for Valorant and Apex. I've tested these out I've worn those for over a year. So I've played Valorant at a pretty competitive level. I've hit immortal multiple times using these, and I can hear where footsteps are coming from, where they are at, where bullets coming from very clearly. Compared to the IEMs, I can play maybe an hour with these on, and I would get too frustrated, like too loud, hurting my ears, bullets sound masking footsteps. I can't really pinpoint with these, so much prefer the G333s, and hopefully If you're looking for audio for gaming and you don't have expensive audio equipments like audio interface and stuff, pick these up. Or even the Apple earbuds. I know a lot of, like, Asu wears the earbuds. I know a lot of pros even wear the Apple earbuds. I think the Apple earbuds or the G333s or the HyperX, I know they have some earbuds too. Those all work wonders compared to the IEMs or the over-the-head headphones. So thank you for watching, and make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, follow me on Twitch where I stream there. I try to stream there consistently, and see you guys next time. Peace.